Welcome to my How to Hold videos, and today we're going to look at Dust2, and in particular, the B Bombsite. This is a vital place to hold, as if you lose it, the terrorists can get the bomb down easily, and a very high chance of winning the round. The entrance to B consists of the doors, the window, and the main place you'll be holding off, which will be the tunnel. We're going to look at a few things. We're going to look at buying strategies, timings, positions and angles, grenades, pushing, and T-afterplant positions. So, buying strategies. We've got the pistol round, the armor pistol round, the anti-eco round, and a full buy round. For the pistol round, you can buy Kevlar, you can buy grenades, which would recommend either being a smoke, a HE, or a flashbang. If you're going to buy grenades, you can also buy pistols, and kits can also be recommended on this round as you're holding the bomb site, and if you die, it's very useful to have a kit if they do get the bomb down. So let's do a recap. You can buy Kevlar, kit and smoke, smoke and flash, and smoke 5-7, depending on preference. Armor pistol round, you're going to be buying Kevlar helmet, and you're going to be buying a pistol, depending on how much cash you have, and grenades / equipment, depending on how much cash you have as well. So let's do a quick recap. For armor pistol round, you can buy Kevlar and a pistol, Kevlar grenade and pistol, or Kevlar kit and pistol. For an anti-eco round, you're going to be buying Kevlar helmet. You can buy pretty much any SMG or a shotgun, which would be the Nova or the Mag 7, depending on how you want to use it, as you can play close range at B site. You can also buy a FAMAS if you feel they're going to do an armor pistol, M4 if you've got the money and you want to, Scout could also work, and make sure you buy some grenades, and kits are also useful on this round as well, as like against eco rounds they like to rush hard, so if they do get the bomb down, there will be a kit on the site to be able to defuse it easily. So let's do a small recap. Anti-eco round, you can buy helmet and Kevlar, SMGs, FAMASes, and buy some equipment. For a full buy round, you're going to be buying Kevlar helmet, or normal Kevlar M4, you can buy an AWP, you can buy Scar 20, and make sure you stock up on your grenades, and your kits, and if you can, buy a pistol as well, as they will probably have armor, and your USP is going to do very little damage against armored opponents. Let's do a small recap. There's lots of things you can buy on this round, but in essence you're going to be buying Kevlar, a rifle, and grenades. Let's look at timings. There's CT timings, TIS timings, and the engagement angle we'll be looking at here. So we're going to look at CT timings. So the fast spawn for B site, if you run through the doors, it's going to take you about 9 seconds to get to the big box, the corner of the tunnel there. If you have a good spawn and go through the doors, it'll take you about 8 seconds to do the same. If you go through the window, it'll take you 2 seconds longer each way. If you have a good T-spawn and you run to the engagement angle, which we showed, it'll take you about 9 to 10 seconds, 10 seconds to actually get to the right angle. So this is the engagement angle of the first point of contact. Be from back of double stack to the halfway point of the tunnels. So it takes CTs anywhere between 8 to 11 seconds to get to the B Bombsite, to the engagement angle, depends whether they go through doors or windows. And it can take the terrorists anywhere above 10 seconds, including 10 seconds. So they can get there before you if you're not quick enough. So we're going to look at positions and angles. So we're going to look at all these positions, and we're going to describe them. So these are all the positions you can hold on B. There's left of tunnel, there's fence, behind big box, back of platform, behind double stack, under window, at door, at the car, and at the box near the car, and on top of the box near the tunnels. There are small modifications on some of these spots, and we'll go through them later. These spots can hold many angles from tunnels, and it depends which one you want to use, depends how aggressively you want to play B. So you can hold the angles in tunnel, the angle outside of tunnel, the angle from the double stack to almost platform. Now if you're holding back of platform or at door, you can hold that crossfire angle. You can also hold, if you're holding under window, you hold this angle. Back of platform door, you hold this crossfire angle. And if you're playing defensively at window, you will hold this angle. Now, it is noted that some of these defensive angles, they can still get the bomb down, get onto that red square in the site, so you got to be careful. So, we've got to the left of the tunnel, in this corner, it's a 1 kill position. Fence, pretty much a 1 kill position. You can transform, this can be almost a good position. This is a good position behind big box. You can make it a headshot position by crouching on top of that ledge. You can also play this position with a sniper from behind the barrels. Back of platform is a good position. It's very good for a sniper. Use this box as cover. You can peek to the right of it. You can see the little edge of the tunnel. You can also, if you want to, get different angles by going right at the back of the platform or on top of either of these two boxes. But you are quite far away from cover here. Behind double stack is a very good position. You can use the double stack as cover. You can peek around it. You can choose your angle to fight. You can actually go on top of the first box of double stack, a good off position, and can pull back double stack. Under window is a good position, however you can get stuck here very easily, and it can easily become a bad position when you get surrounded. At window is a defensive position, but can also be a good position. You can constantly pick tunnels, you can hold a more defensive angle, and you can pull out if necessary. At door is a defensive position, you can hold most of sight. You can pick tunnels from door, but you can be a wallbang through door, so watch out there. At cars is more of a 1 kill position here. You're probably going to get them caught off guard, but it's a bit hard to fall back anywhere. To the right of tunnel is a good spot. You can watch it, and you can also fall back to here. On top of this box is more of a 1 kill position, but you can fall back to car, so it can be a good position. Grenades. We're going to talk about each of these 3 grenades. We're not going to talk about the HE grenade. So if you're left of the tunnel, you can flashbang yourself to watch tunnels, as so. It's going to be an almost pop flash for tunnels. For a smoke, your best smoke is just to aim at the tunnels and do a double throw for it, so you can pull out of that position if needed. You can smoke off the front of tunnels. If you're at fence, you can use this back wall to flash into tunnels and peek it. You can also throw a smoke here as well, which will land at the front again, tunnels. And you can throw a HE, an incendiary here as well. This will not incendiary you, but it will not get into tunnels, so you've got to be wary of that. They will see these coming, so be careful. At big box, you can do an underhand throw to the right, and peek tunnels with it. It'll be a pop flash for tunnels. If you're going to flash, you can also do a flash over big box. You will peek out with this flash, so it doesn't matter if they turn around or not. You can do the same throw with a smoke, which will smoke off the front of tunnels again. You can also do the same throw with a Molotov or incendiary. This one will not get into tunnels, but it should stop them pushing out. If you're behind platform, there's a couple of things you can do. You can flash to the left of the box and peek out with it, be a pop flash for anyone in tunnels. You can throw the flash over so it lands in front of the ledge, so you can peek out with it. It's not a pop flash, but you can peek out with it, so it can still get you a few kills. If you go to the back part here, you can throw a smoke easily without exposing yourself to tunnels. As such, it will land at the front of the tunnel again. Molotov can be done the same way. If you crouch walk forward with this Molotov though, you'll get it further in the tunnel. If you're behind double stack, you can throw a flashbang at this blue barrel. And it will flash on platform, and you can peek out with it. You can also jump onto this white box, throw a smoke over the top of double stack without being seen, so it can smoke off tunnels quite nicely. This will smoke halfway up tunnels. You can also throw a Molotov from this position as well.
Incendiary.
This will Molotov. About the same spot, hopefully forcing them not to push into B. If you're on top of double stack, you can use this wall
Deploying
to
flashbang.
flash and peek out with it. However, this won't flash that deep into tunnels, so you gotta be careful. If you're stuck at window, you can use this pillar to flash out and peek. Be careful, this flash is slightly unreliable and will sometimes not work properly. You could also use this wall for a more reliable flashbang and peek out with that. If you jump onto this box, you can use a smoke grenade to smoke off tunnels
Throwing smoke.
without exposing yourself again. It takes a while to land, so be careful. It'll land at the front of the tunnels, smoking off the front part of the tunnels. Molotovs can be done relatively the same way, however this Molotov will not reach
Throwing
tunnels,
fire.
so you gotta be careful when you throw it and how close they are to you. If you're outside window, you can use this wall to flash. This will be a pop flash, it lands on top of the wall, flashing anybody in sight and anyone around tunnels. You can also use this wall as another pop flash, which will land on the corner of the window, doing the same. If you wish to smoke tunnels from outside of window, you can go to the little pole here, and aim up in the sky,
Laying
throw a
down
smoke, and it will land in the front of tunnels. However, this one also takes a while to land, so just be careful. If you're on top of the construction zone here, you can also throw a Molotov
Throwing fire.
that will land close to the tunnels, but again, not in the tunnels. Be careful with that one. If you're at door, you can throw a flashbang over the door and peek out with it. Not really a pop flash, but it can be useful. For a pop flash, you can throw it through the door.
Deploying flashbang.
This will flash tunnels, and it will flash a lot of sight. You can also throw this flashbang, which you aim to the left of the top box on double stack, and this will flash tunnels quite nicely for any teammates who are playing B side. If you wish to smoke from door, you can aim at the double stack again. You've got to
Smoke.
run and throw these ones. This smoke will not smoke off tunnels, but it will allow you to get out of the door onto site safely. Molotov can be done the same way.
Throwing fire.
Depends if you just want to buy time, but it will not smoke off tunnels, remember. If you're at car, you can get onto the car, use this left wall here,
Throwing
just
flashbang.
touching it, you can throw a flash into tunnels. It'll flash tunnels, and you can then peek out with it, or you're just using it to delay. You can also use the car to corner flash at the box, so if they try to peek you, they get flashed. You can use this back wall to smoke off tunnels.
Smoke.
If you just walk and throw it, it'll smoke off the front here. You can also throw a Molotov relatively the same way. Just Molotov off the front of the tunnel area. If you're on top of this box, you can do 2 pop flashes for tunnels, both underhand throws. It all depends on how far you want it to go. This one's not much of a pop flash, however it should still work. Okay, now we're going to talk about pushing, so map control, timings, and countering a mid to B terrorist push. So, pushing tunnels. It can work, it can not work, it all depends. So, once you push into tunnels, if you push into lowers, you get the tunnels as map control. That's a strong map control to hold, however people like to get cocky and push out. If you push out of lowers, you can get shot from 3 positions. So you gotta be careful. If you push out of backyard, you can get shot from 2 positions. So pushing out of tunnels is less recommended. Let's go if you push out of backyard. If you push out of backyard and you make your way to T-spawn without incident, it can be a good thing, it can also be a bad thing. It takes you about 8 seconds to get from the back of the tunnel to T-spawn. However, it only takes CTs about 5 seconds to get from lowers into B site. Since you push B, B is now open. So that is the problem with pushing backyard. They can also go up short. When you're at T-spawn, your map control isn't actually that large. It's mainly the back of long and the top part of mid, which also allows them to push out long without you noticing them. And if they're quick, they can also do a mid to B push as well, and therefore you become useless and out of position. If you push lower tunnels, you can get killed from many spots, from short, from T-spawn, from top mid, and from CT spawn if they're there. It gives you a good position, but it is very risky, so use it with care. Pushing lower tunnels only gives you a certain amount of map control, which is pretty much the top part of mid. It does not really give you catwalk, as they can actually crouch walk along short without being seen. And therefore if you die in lowers, they have B very easily, and it's very easy for them to win the round this way. Now we're going to talk about countering a mid to B push. So if you know they're going mid to B, and you know there's maybe only one or no one in tunnels, let's say you're playing a big box. What you're going to do is you're going to push into tunnels. You're only going to hold into uppers, so you don't get killed from anyone in lowers or mid or backyard. So even if you do get a kill here, that is useful, especially if you drop the bomb, because people like kicking the bomb into uppers while they do a mid to B push. But let's say you don't get a kill, and they've got B site, and you're now in uppers. This gives you a good advantage of retaking the site, as you can take it from 3 different angles, and you can take it very quickly, as you guys are already positioned there. Now we're going to talk about afterplant positions, the good positions, the aggressive positions, and how to back your team up. So say you got the bomb down, you can play under window, which watches window. It also watches door. This is a decent position. Car watches door and window, an okay position because you're exposed to both. Double stack is good. You can individually watch window and door, however you can be exposed to tunnel. Behind big box, if you've got tunnel control, it's a really good position. If you don't, you can just sit here and watch tunnel. There is a headshot position at window you can watch as well, so you can split them up in each. If you can play also from tunnel, but that will not help you back your team up very easily. Back of platform is a very good position, as you can individually watch each one at a time, which means you won't get flanked from the other ones. Aggressive positions, you can play outside of B, on either the boxes or the railings here. You can also play at window, which is a strong position, and you can fall back to sight if you're getting low or they notice you there. You can also play on the little box here. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time on how to hold.